What's up, guys? It's Zella Nora. I call me Zella, so you can call me Zella too. Today, I am going to show you my art, okay? But there is a message behind it, okay? So, I know that I typically will sit here and talk to you guys about your mental health or anything like that. However, I am quirky person. I was trying to find a word that wasn't a curse word. Because I curse like a sailor. And sometimes YouTube doesn't like that. Anyway. First of all, real quick, I did that. This right here, that's on me. It took me 6 hours. I started at, I want to say, 5:30. And I didn't finish until 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. 5:30 p.m. I think that's afternoon. To 11:30, 12 at night. This is that. That made me so mad. So mad. Anyway, I just needed to point that out. So anyway, so basically whenever we're just gonna leave that in there too, because guess what? That is so real. So anyway, as I was trying to say before I started stuttering for no reason, I want to show you the art for me. Now, art doesn't necessarily have to be your outlet, but there for the longest time, art was my outlet. So anytime I got depressed, I drew it. And I have a picture. And first of all, this is just one of my sketchbooks. I have multiple currently that are not fully finished or drawn. But I've got this picture out of that sketchbook. It's a little dark because I drew it whenever I was really depressed, okay? So I drew this one. Like I said, I was really depressed. It's okay. Basically. And basically, everything else, all the dark spots, I kind of did it for everything that spoke the loudest, and all those little ones, it's like, oh, you're okay, you're gonna be okay, type stuff like that. Because sometimes, that's the way, that's what we hear. It's like, oh, you hear something negative, it'll stick out more than the 3,000 loving comments you get, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be dark like that, though. Like, not everything that you do has to be dark. Maybe you're feeling good. And I was actually feeling myself whenever I drew and colored. This one is an Area 51 spaceship one. I drew and I colored it. This probably took me a good, like, 30 minutes to an hour. I think what took the longest, really, was coloring it. And trying to get, like, the lights up here to work properly. But other than that, yeah. But I was really in a really good mood. And like I said, like, and this one, I was in a good mood too, but again, it was like one of those dull moments. So I kind of drew this. I actually got this off of Google. Hold on. And this one I kind of drew for fun. Very cute. We love her. Very, very pretty. Now, sorry, my nose itched for a second. Now, like I said, not everything has to be dark and gloomy. It can be bright and colorful, right? So it doesn't have to necessarily be this dark. But sometimes when you feel sad or whatever. Now, I didn't draw this one when I was sad. I just painted it. This one's a painting that I did. But sometimes we can be. This is one of my favorite ones. Anyway, so sometimes, yeah. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just get so excited because I love this. Now, the next one I'm going to show you actually, like, I was so mad, okay? Because I didn't want to do this. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you a whole story time real quick, okay? One time I was in high school. I was a senior in high school, okay? I had this art teacher for the first 3 periods. First, second, and third, okay? I had advanced art first, and then I had her second and third for 2 different, like, I think it was, like, art appreciate for second, crafts for third, something like that, something like that. Let me tell you something. I wanted to do Hades from Hercules. I love Hades. He's so funny. Why are you getting so worked up about something? It's like, he's a guy. I love it. We all know why we get worked up about a guy, though. But, anyway. So I wanted to do that. She told me no. She said, no. She said, Hercules is devil, and I don't want the devil in my house. I will go on a full story time if any one of you in my comments say Hercules, not Hercules, Hades is the devil. Because I'm telling you right now, he's not. He's not. He's not. I will get so defensive so quickly. Because he's not. Okay, I said fine. So that's whenever I kind of played this role. I was going, fine, I'm just going to do this. I drew it out, I kind of colored it. She said, it's too dark. Mind you, this woman, she was complaining because it didn't have enough color. This woman has black and white freaking paintings on her freaking ceiling because I was doing a ceiling panel. Yeah, I couldn't do that. That has more color than black and white. Are you kidding me? So I did a phoenix. But I didn't do any phoenix. I took 2 different phoenixes and put them together. And I created her. This woman said I can't blend pink and blue together. I said, yes, I can. And guess who did it? Your girl did it. Miss Zella did it. Like, come on. Miss Zella did it. Alright. It's crazy, okay? It was just so crazy. So, anyway, now that rant's out of the way, kind of just had to get that off my chest a minute. I also have, like, little Groots. Now, if you didn't know, your girl is a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. Baby Groot is one of my favorites. Sorry, my sister's over there. She's being silly. But my favorite character is Rocket. I love Rocket. So if you guys didn't know, one of my favorite movies is Guardians of the Galaxy. And Baby Groot is one of my favorites. Hence, Baby Groot. But Rocket is my all-time favorite. But I'm not very good at drawing raccoons. You're going to say, girl, what are you talking about? Here in a little bit, though. Now, I do say I love to doodle. And this is one of my doodles that I did. Key, snake, stuff like that. It was just a cute little doodle, I thought. Now, there's 2 of them here. It is a raven and it is a crow. And they grow, guys. They grow together. So anyway, I have 2 that actually go together. So here is I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one's the raven. Very cute. This one's the crow, and they do go together. I love both of them. I also have another raven here. Very cute. This one's colored. You can't really tell because my lighting in here is horrible. But, yeah. I also like to do random, like, little craft things. So I ended up making, like, a little vase one point. Very cute. At one point, I learned how to do, I think it's called perspective. So anytime, like, I got really bored or just, like, I need something to do or else I'm gonna stress myself out, just, like, to keep my mind occupied, I would do stuff like this. If it'll focus. This one is called Fairylands, and everything sits at the front. Um, maybe. So there's that. Okay. Now, here in a minute, I'll also show you more of the mental health included ones. Because I did do some more with mental health. But I also have another painting that I did in high school, actually. I did this one. It is a wolf, and it reminds me of stained glass just because of the way that it's done. But like I did the different variations of purple and the different variations of blue. Um, Blue is not my favorite color. However, I thought with this specific one, the blue and purple had to go together. Like, I couldn't do, like, I was like, I kind of want to do black and red, but, like, I'm so scared that my teacher's not going to let me do that. So I did the next best thing, which with a wolf, I feel like blue and purple would definitely went well together. And I was like, yeah. Not to mention, like, me being, like, a painting or, like, drawing, I really do like putting blues and purples together, only because, like, they do go so well together. Now, off to a drawing that, sorry, that was my sister. Off to a drawing that took me 3 minutes to draw. I drew this. I drew that. I am so proud of this. I will sit here and I will tell you that I'm not proud of any of my drawings. Then I picked this up. I am so proud of this. Anyone who comes over here hating on me, saying that I didn't do this, bro, I clearly did that. And every single one of these are nothing but itty bitty lines. There's no hard lines. There's no outline. This is just a bunch of itty bitty lines. 3 months! It took me 3 months to do that. Anyway, I'm so proud of it. So, now since that's out of the way, I do have another one. Now, I did decorate mine with a bunch of stickers. Stickers! Stickers so much. Anyway, I love stickers so much. So bro, my phone just went off, and I forgot that it does that. Ugh. Anyway, so I used to have a whole collection of stickers, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember where they are. Anyway, so I do have stuff like this. Hopefully, if it'll focus. Focus. I was very depressed, and I ended up titling it All the Words You Said. Okay. I was going through something, and all I could hear was everything that I've ever been told. Um, I'm not gonna tell you what is in this, only because that is personal to me, and people on the internet can be cruel. Okay? Real quick, I just think this is so funny. I named the bread. I don't know if you can see him, but his name is Fred. Little Fred. Little Fred. I thought he was so funny because I tried to do it and it just didn't work out. Anyway, so I thought that I was in my own prison. So guys, I ended up drawing this one. Right here. And I drew it because at the time that I drew it, I felt like I was in my own prison. But I was also listening to an NF song, and at the end of it, it says, I'm the one holding the keys. And I realized sometimes we do hold our own keys to our own prison. And so I drew what that would look like. Just that thought. So, on a lighter note, one day I just got really bored, and honestly, I was kind of sad this day too, whenever I drew this, but I didn't draw it because I was sad. I actually drew it so I can stop being sad, because, yeah. So I drew her. I think she is so pretty. Literally gorge. Okay. And then as I was drawing, I see this one. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of reminds me of something like how sometimes angels just get sad. And she was like a little angel and she just got sad. And stuff. And I thought it was gorgeous. Like it's beautiful, okay? And also just because I drew her really cute. And if I'm not mistaken, that's like one of the only other ones I drew. I gotta look through here. Just give me 1 second. So those were all of my drawings that kind of had meaning. Like I said, I personally still can't get over this one. Just look at it. So cute. Also, about the whole Hades thing, I also have a couple more paintings, but they're all like on a bread box at the moment, and I don't feel like bringing that bread box out. So, well, there's that. I will actually, I think I've posted those once before on my story or whatever, but who knows. I will see you guys next week though. Okay, if you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, I think the next time I talk about outlets, I'm going to try to talk about like different outlets. Like I have so many different outlets. Like I read poems, I just write stories. Like these are outlets for me. Me learning how to play guitar, that is an outlet for me. That's just a way for me to let go and just be like, hey, like I need to settle down. You know what I mean? I like to play dress up, but that's just it. Anyway, if you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what you think. And also comment down below what your favorite drawing or like art piece that I have showed was. I'm very curious to what you guys think as well. And as always, I love you guys. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely comment what your favorite picture that I've showed was. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, little beans.